Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. We are gearing up for a showdown between these two teams representing their conferences and hoping to build some bragging rights. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Northwestern Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with Coach Braun before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will... Running inside, it's Smith. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Pitt pushing the pace. They give it to him again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for the big play. Makes a deep grab. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, 1st drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
They believe they can run right here. Him down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
In second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Bust through behind his pad. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Nice football intelligence, understanding I'm not going to get to the quarterback, I'm not going to sack him, but if I get him mid up in the air, if I get one of those paws up there while he's throwing it, I can get the deflection and still ruin the screen pass. Really, really nice job by that defender.
With the catch, it's Kent. There he goes! And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender. of the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He's looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. It's a fumble. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Hicks. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know, as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to throw it. Quarterback adapting. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
I love the aggressive nature by the offense trying to throw this in the end zone for a TD, but this is the risk when you drop your quarterback back close to the goal line.
A pair of sacks has them back way up. It's third and goal, and it's a long way away. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's fourth down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Got it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Wagner. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Makes the grab in their space. He's at the top. He is in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Looking to buy time. The sure hands. It's Kent. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Off play action. Quarterback moving. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Pulls it in on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got him wide open. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Panthers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's a backbreaker for this defense, Jesse. They were doing everything they could, trying to let that clock run out, force a field goal. They execute under 10 seconds left, and they put it in the end zone.
Yeah, how about the situational offense there too, though, David? Understanding the time and the clock and managing it absolutely perfectly. And now the decision, do you go for two and try to tie this thing up before you head into the locker room?
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The hand to the running back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Now on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And personally, I love the 4-3 defense because that's what I played in college. And as a defensive lineman, you get to penetrate more and take more gaps and make plays. They've done a really good job stopping the run this game, and I'm not surprised it's out of that 4-3.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half a football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. The give to the single back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Childs. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Just feeds the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Fighting off the defender. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Now the play fake. Steps away. Got his man on the right. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this 4th down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The give on the counter. Inside the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. These corners backing off a bit. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. Snags it, and there's running room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the off.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Panthers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Looking to throw. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Making side adjustments here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Maybe a crease. Inside the 40, the 20, past the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Northwestern. The Wildcats are right back on top.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And you could tell the defense was really frustrated after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter. But how about the kick return unit, man? They make a huge play. They grab momentum right back in this football game, and they take the lead.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. To the air, it's Childs. Firing to the right, complete. And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. motion from the wideout. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Wildcats! Once he got some room, it was over. The Wildcats are right back on top.
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner.
He's got an alley. And there he goes. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Smashes ahead. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide.
Touchdown, Panthers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Panthers get it right back with a score of their own. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Push forward on the sneak. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
I don't know if the offense is going to call these quarterback sneaks very much more in this game. That defense in the interior, they are tough. They got an outstanding push inside, and that's why this offense lost yardage.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They're going to run it. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. Defense will stop the clock. 2:04 remaining. They'll have the 2-minute timeout coming as well. How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last two plays and forcing a third and goal? The give. Touchdown, Pitt. They move on top here in the fourth. The Panthers get it right back with a score of their own. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he's dragged down. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Back to pass, it's Childs. Makes the grab.
And the The offense gets the ball out pretty quick, but man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. It's complete. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
They're setting up the screen. Turning it on! He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he's in! Touchdown, Northwestern! The Wildcats are right back on top.
Well, you can't do it better than that, guys. Getting the touchdown with just seconds to go. The extra point will now give them the lead. Maybe time for a kickoff and one more play. They could just hang on for 2 more plays after this extra point. They're going to win this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. To the air on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack.